remember what it was.
I didn't see MIB's invite. But we're going live in 5 seconds.
Alright, let me scroll back
Bada
and
bing,
find
bada
it.
boom!
Let's go.
Welcome to our current Wikizilla, our newest Wikizilla stream. Of course it's newest because it's live right now. I don't know how to talk. We're going to be streaming the MonsterVerse Pinball Pack that just came out for Pinball FX. We were very nicely given the game code for the 3 tables. I can't think. So yeah, they reached out to us, asked for us to check out the tables. Definitely looking forward to doing this. I am contractually obligated to like pinball because I'm a Sonic fan, so you know.
This game is free to play. I see King James C11 is asking if this is a physical game or an app that needs to be downloaded. You can download it on Steam, I believe. It is free to download. And Epic Games Store. The boards are purchasable via the DLC pages on the respective storefronts, because as you can see here, there are tons of licensed properties in this one.
Yeah, you get a couple free ones. I was playing a bunch of Wild West Rampage last night. I should share my screen for everyone in chat so they're not a minute behind. So 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so these, that's free, and I think there's a free one here. But they have a lot. They have the Universal set. Too many Star Wars ones.
Oh my. That's remarkable.
A single
that's a lot.
World War Z.
World War Z, okay.
Really late to the party on that one, but that want to be interesting.
Only one
There's a lot of Marvel
I care about.
Naturally.
Venom to check.
But yeah.
Whole bunch of MCU.
Do practice mode because there's actually a how do I enter practice mode? Oh, probably after I hit the button.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with Kong because might as well. And then we'll go to Godzilla and we'll do Actually, because they're in order and they're saying there's a story, maybe we'll do GvK and then the Godzilla one last because they're in order.
Clap Creek says, just so people know, on the PlayStation version of this game, I've had issues purchasing boards. So I hear. Apparently this is an issue. That'll be something that'll probably be fixed soon, I'd imagine.
System vast as any ocean, right beneath our feet. Hollow.
Alright, so we've got a Skull Crawler. We were talking about this earlier. It's kind of a fusion of Skull Island and the Hollow Earth. You see Gia's Doll, a Skull Crawler, a Warbat. There's mention of Hellhawks in the trailer, but I don't think I saw any physically.
Him scratch. There's the Hellhawks. On the
Yeah!
Nice. There's the
Love
bullies.
those little freaks. Now, the big question is, can we find Doug?
God. There's the weirdo snakes.
The Hellbat.
Why are they called bats?
They're not bats. They're clearly snakes with wings.
It's like that Calvin Hobbes comic where he gives a report about how bats are bugs.
No, I started with Practice Titano, don't worry. I made sure I hit it. Yeah, so I think that showed the whole table, so we can actually play now.
Prepare to launch.
Oh, there's a heave. I need to update its page then.
That's kind of
nice.
sick. I kind of like that.
That's a cool touch.
Other people have to pay attention to what is any small touches because I'm hyper focused on the ball.
I can see this. What's meant to be the Hollow Earth portal in the upper left corner. I assume the galaxy design.
Yeah. And there's the floating stones next to it.
Focus.
And you can see the entrance to the temple with the Kong handprint on it right down the center.
That's pretty cool.
I always hate when that happens. That's the least good part about pinball, when it goes straight down. It's like you can't do anything about it.
The laws of physics just at their worst, or at the most annoying.
Like that.
That's a criticism of the medium. A medium of pinball!
Yeah, that's a universal thing with pinball machines.
They're designed to eat your quarters, and unfortunately that has just survived to the virtual
The
pinball.
experiments have angered Kong. He's going after our equipment.
Well, that's gone.
Wait, so okay, so they said
Kickback
Kong's
is
going
lit.
after the equipment, so Ball is Kong.
That's quite the abstraction because it launches as a heave.
Yes.
Then it turns into a ball, and then it's King Kong.
I mean, the heave did bring him to the ice place, so
Well,
True.
that's gone.
Hey, that was expensive.
I like these canned voice lines.
Yeah.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
We're hearing these a lot.
Unfortunately, we can't hear them very well.
hold on, I'll turn it up because I was afraid of y'all getting drowned out.
Jackpot! Jackpot!
Understandable. And
Yeah.
we may be begging for you to turn it off 2 minutes from now.
Yeah,
Evan Blue says, no balls?
no balls.
He's cooling down. Finally. This makes no sense,
God,
but we'll take it.
get away!
There you go.
No!
Oh no.
I'm glad we said practice mode.
This seems like a very cruel game.
Austin Ames says,
completely.
this makes no sense, but we'll take it. GvK in a nutshell.
This MonsterVerse in the
Yeah, that more or less sums up a lot of the Hollow Earth physics,
When is
like
someone
how
gonna
the
rip
tectonics
the
work.
model?
That is a pretty nice looking model.
It is.
I do like how, when there's close-ups on them, you can tell it's a detailed model, but it also looks like it's the size of a figure that would be on a real pinball board.
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely.
great.
The sort of repeating animations also definitely give it that sort of plastic quality as well, which I kind of like. You can tell it's like one of those miniatures that would be powered by like microprocessors and stuff.
Like the soccer Homer Simpson.
Kickback is lit.
Kickback is lit? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah. Three
Huh.
more hits till Kong
Okay.
That's a
Frenzy.
sick.
So I guess I gotta hit one more hit to open the temple gates.
How much of a frenzy can he go into?
Lock
He can't
is lit.
The
move.
temple is open.
Oh,
Alexander Marquez asks, who is the king of pinball machines between all of you?
I mean, I probably played the most. Just be-
Yeah, I have barely played pinball in my life.
I'm the only person who came out of
Kickback
Sonic
activated.
Frontiers being like, the pinball section wasn't that bad.
Multipliers raised.
I swear to God.
Evan Blue asks, should Hasbro sue Toho for Mogra because they are technically a Transformer? No, I'd argue that Supro would have a bigger precedent because, you know,
Kickback is lit.
King Joe, but, you know,
oh,
Yeah.
there's
combining mechas are everywhere. It's not really a thing that
Look at all
you could,
those
that
shiny
one group
rocks.
could copyright.
Swoop in and collect
I think
them.
we should just
I
get rid of
wonder what their
copyright
purpose
altogether.
is. We must study them
That
further.
is an
Sample
option.
collected.
Get in
But yeah,
the
I'd
hole!
argue that
Swear to
Mogra is a
God!
Transformer.
Yeah, this is just sad. You like got
Sample
so close.
The
Well,
experiments
you have unlimited
angered
tries,
Kong.
so you'll
He's
get there
going after
eventually.
our equipment.
Well, that's gone.
The Kong Frenzy is just when he breaks the thing.
Pedro Geekzilla says, dope Pope models of Warbat and Skullcrawler can be seen in the machine. If those are his models, that's pretty cool, because, you know, honestly, they're pretty neat, really nice.
I mean, it would be pretty cool
As long as they
he got
paid him for it.
That was
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two Paleontologist says, is this pinball game going to be relevant to the new movie?
Probably.
Yeah,
Remember,
you know,
when,
we'll have...
when Rise of Skywalker came out, a crucial plot
Kickback
detail occurred in
activated.
Fortnite.
Well, that's gone. He's cooling down. Finally.
Get in the temple.
Ball
Yes,
There you go.
Nice.
Kickback is lit.
and it did nothing.
It just closed.
It
The
just gave me
kickback is
points.
definitely it.
How do I make him hit the skull crawler?
3 more hits to start Kong Frenzy.
Which just brings up the...
I assume you have to do that all in one try.
It is... I very much like the
I see.
visuals in this, like...
It is really nice.
If I wasn't like
It's
doing
very-
other things, I could see myself getting lost in this in practice mode for a very long time.
That was unexpected.
Oh, a regular reward collected. That's kind of an
Kickback
backhanded
activated.
compliment. I guess it's kind of the nature of these games that they promise a lot of things and don't
Reverse
really
gravity
explain what they
propulsion.
are.
Hmm.
That
Oh.
was close.
But
Wow.
so I know they also just put out a new, not to take away from this one, but I know they just put out like a new physical Godzilla pinball.
The experiments have angered Kong. He's
Yeah,
going
that
after
was
our
last
equipment.
year, I
Hey,
think.
that was
Let me
expensive.
double check.
Well, that's gone.
Hey, that was expensive.
Oh my god! You think that was expensive?
That definitely did look expensive.
we
That's
got the
gone.
code for
Reminding
free,
us.
actually.
Yeah, the code was free. Thank you to the developers of Pinball FX for the code.
Oh, my mistake. So the last physical Godzilla pinball machine was by Stern, and it came out in 2021.
Kickback is lit.
The only other one I know besides that was from 1998. You can guess what it was a tie-in for, but weirdly enough, it had Godzilla shooting atomic breath, which
He's cooling
basically
down.
looked like...
Finally.
I mean, Zilla had that in concept art, right? And I'm gonna continue to call that Designzilla, even though we have a whole video explaining
Yeah.
not to do that.
It was blue in concept art, but then it's more orange-red on the machine itself. I'll drop a picture into the chat.
Something's weird. It's some
And of
kind
course,
of
The
gravitational
chat wants you to
anomaly.
be louder,
Set the
Squid.
ball free. Shoot it.
Hold on, let me just turn up my gain real fast, because How about now? So let me know how it is, chat, because I had my volume turned down a little slightly so I wasn't peaking, but I just turned it all the way up.
Reverse gravity propulsion.
And coincidentally, the G98 table, one of the main gaming journalists out there at the moment, James Stephanie Sterling, owns one in really nice conditions, showing it off on some of their more recent videos.
This makes no
So, you know,
sense. But we'll take it.
kind of
There's
funny
also-
how that's intersected in a way.
Kickback is lit.
There's also a
Look at
custom
all those shiny
machine
rocks.
built a
Swoop
few
in and
years
collect
ago
I
by...
wonder what their
Let me
purpose is.
get the name of the company
We
real
must
quick.
study them further.
Sample
But Knight
collected.
says the way Kong is posturing reminds me of that tram ride in Universal Studios that got to go quite bad down.
Yeah.
Squid,
Yeah.
can you turn down the voices, the in-game voices? They're very loud on the screen.
See?
Oh no!
I knew it!
That would explain it.
The prophecy foretold.
Cringe Baby 2 asks, are we pinballing? Yes, we are indeed pinballing.
We're doing nothing else all night.
Sample collected.
God. We've only been doing this for 10 minutes so far.
Taliesin
Okay, so-
Gerardo says, stop getting the monkey angry, you know it doesn't like balls. God.
We don't know
Alright,
for
anyway.
That was
sure.
unexpected.
Yeah, you never know, I mean...
Kickback.
So the company I was thinking of is called Spooky Pinball. They made what they were advertising at the time as the only Godzilla pinball machine in the world.
Kickback is lit.
Obviously, a hit on the '98 version.
Multiplier rate.
And that routinely shows up at G-Fest.
Ooh.
Kickback
Okay, this is
activated.
actually, like, getting intense now. Damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
The experiments have angered Kong. He's going after our equipment. Hey, that was expensive.
I hate these voices so much.
Oh.
Hey, that was expensive.
I get it.
Would it do some intonation?
Well, that's gone.
Okay, there's a mention of destroy the spider drones before they can upload data. We did not have a name for those before.
Okay, that's neat. This is like the Ultra Wiki where you can cite T-shirts for multiple names.
I mean, we cited
literally
a t-shirt
have
for
nothing
Charles
else.
Barkley, so you know.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
Kickback is lit.
But it's like they argue, oh, it's one shirt that has this name, therefore it must be the canonical one, even if all the others use different ones.
Finally.
Not to dunk on the Ultra Wiki, they did help me with the recent kaiju wrestling video. That, well, not directly, but they were definitely a source I was using.
It's like, yeah, I like to riff on the guys, but honestly, they have a pretty cool set of data, and I do rely on it quite a lot. So, if you're listening, keep doing what you're doing.
And also
given
Ultraman's
the
harder to document.
Yes,
Yep.
and there are more monsters. And
Way
up
more
until
monsters.
very recently, Super I was really not making much of an effort to keep the name straight, right?
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
that they're going to they're trying to make things more consistent. I will say though, some of the recent name romanizations just don't really have the same ring to them as the old
Oh,
ones do, though.
no kidding.
Like Girards instead of Giras, you know.
Crunchy.
Very
This
crunchy.
makes no sense.
That's a satisfying
But we'll
sound.
take it.
Super Godzilla Gaming says, tip, aim for the cave to the left of the Kong hand door to progress the story of this
Swoop
table.
in and collect
The
them.
left.
Oh,
I
thank God.
wonder what
Someone who knows what they're doing.
We
Yeah.
must study them further.
Hold on. The
So,
ball needs to
Soundwave
stop.
50.
I'm trying to. God damn it! Balls! Stop! Okay, to the left.
Now that I think about it, Evan Blue says, "Hey, that was expensive, and Godzilla's approaching the generator. Give off the
No.
same vibes.
My God, you're right.
No.
The generator is losing power."
But just think, each board has a level that. Sorry, each board has at least one voice line
Sample
that will have
collected.
that effect on you.
Trying.
I can only imagine.
Which is.
Kickback
Oh,
Hey,
is
Golden.
lit.
the hand door. The thing I just opened. I'm dumb. I was looking for like an actual hand. I'm so stupid. Okay. Nope. No, I don't want
Well,
that.
look,
Oh. So cool.
There. No, put it back.
Paleo Kaiju Shmo says, "Rare elusive golden sighting, open bracket, cryptid, close bracket."
Kaiju Girl's profile.
Chad is trying to combine the two voice lines
Multipliers
with
raised.
terrifying results.
Oh,
I mean, Godzilla destroying the city, that was expensive. It tracks.
yeah.
It's an often undersung part of these movies.
Dumpy says, "The ball is headed for the temple."
Damn it! I'm so mad. Yes.
But it keeps exiting.
Then Talaisan Torado says, "Be considerate, you can't put balls in Kong's temple." Yeah, that's why the
Sample
kids back lit.
The
It's half the point of the game.
experiments have angered Kong. He's going after our equipment. Hey, that was
God damn it!
expensive.
Kickback
Here we
is
go.
lit. Well, that's gone.
Trying to get that sample.
Hey, that was expensive.
Was that,
So,
is
there
that a
are
bunch of the
might be
Hellhawks that just came
Tutorial
out?
L1. I
Sample
think so.
collected.
If they
Thank
were
you
just
for the
regular
donation.
ads, that'd be pretty lame.
Thanks for the donation, Varadaki. Hi guys, I've returned. Zilla 04 versus Ebra 04. Who would win? I'd say Ebra, to be honest.
Sample collected.
Yeah.
We barely see Zilla fight, so it's kind of hard to judge.
Yeah,
Ebra like falls into another monster and gives up.
It's cooling down.
yeah, he.
Finally.
It's like he's the one that
Sample
survives like uninjured when he gets blown out of the water. It's Hedro who gets hurt, but then he just gives up and he dies. That's it.
I'm I'm very biased, but just based
Something's
on
weird.
that,
It's
based
some
on the
kind of
fact that
gravitational
one of them
anomaly.
just gives
Set the
up
ball free.
and the other one
Shoot
actually
it.
tried, I'm going with Zilla.
Yeah, true. Actually,
Now,
fair
to be
enough.
fair, we don't
We're
see
back to
what was
normal.
going on before Ebra
I
got
think.
literally blown out of the water. It could have been an
Yeah.
extensive fight. Probably not, given that it's Final Wars Godzilla, but
He could have been stunned, I guess. Maybe that's why he didn't do anything.
Kickback.
Wait, so I went in that thing, I got the samples.
Hmm?
What do I do next? Free fall award.
That was unexpected.
Squid Hat is the one playing.
So, like, you know, I see number going up, dopamine's rushing, I get that. But, like... Because someone said destroy the spider drones. I'm not seeing where they are.
Lock is lit.
The temple is open.
We're playing this for the plot.
For Kong's juicy plot.
oh, Super Godzilla Gaming says it requires entering the cave multiple times.
Whack.
Reverse gravity
Oh.
propulsion.
Oh, no, it resurrected.
Multipliers raised.
Kickback is lit.
Damn it.
The experiments have angered Kong.
I get it.
He's going after our equipment.
Hey, that was expensive.
Well, that's gone.
Native Raptor Bash 88 says your vibes are immaculate. This chaos is beautiful.
No, this feels less chaotic.
Well,
we're all
that's
just
gone.
fiercely concentrating,
Yeah, we're
trying
we're
to
like, trying to.
unravel this game's secrets.
Yeah.
Me shaking the controller has now ripped the plastic cover off of one of the control sticks, and it is now digging into my
no.
thumb.
Oh no.
Thanks for the donation, Golden. Who would win, a gorilla or a mouse with a hammer?
Hey!
Was the
just
mouse
have to hit
cheesed
him.
to meet the gorilla? That's the important thing. Is the mouse cheesed, or are they
He's
are they
cooling down.
quite discheesed?
Finally. Look at all of those
oh,
Wait,
shiny
anime,
eyes.
he just has to
Swoop
hit
in
him on
and
his
collect them.
toe.
I
And that,
wonder what
yeah,
that
that's all he's got to do.
We must.
How
study
big
them
is the
better.
hammer?
Yeah,
Is
good
it
question.
mouse-
That's a good
Graham.
question. How big is it?
Is Leon S. Kennedy there?
Is it the hat of punishment, like the one with the one with the hammer on the end?
Is it Mickey Mouse? Because he can just tie up the gorilla in litigation.
It's a comically large hammer, the
It's
size of
some
a
kind
gorilla.
Gravitational anomaly.
Set
Oh.
the ball free.
I mean, can it swing a hammer that big? You know, that's a good question.
Reverse gravity propulsion.
What is happening?
Oh.
Oh, we got two of them now.
Two in play. It's
Wonderful.
moving very slowly.
Aim for the
Whoa.
jackpot lane.
There we go.
Sample collected.
Oh, there we go.
In the hole! No,
I got
stop
two to
spitting
do.
it out!
Kickback is
Good.
lit.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
Nice.
This makes no sense,
Yeah!
but we'll take it.
Kickback active.
Damn it!
We're back to normal.
It's cool.
I think.
Titan says, please tell me where I can get this game. PS4, PC, Steam, and Epic Gaming.
Yeah, the
Games.
base game is free. I played a bit of the Cowboy, well, a lot of of the Cowboy
Kickback
one
is
last
lit.
night. Very fun. The GvK boards
Here
cost
we
money.
go.
Follow Kong. Oh wait, choose then. War Bat Attack. Press launch to
We're getting
select.
some strange radar activity.
Hey.
We're gonna circle back.
A
What the
creature.
hell is that thing? Damn, it's ugly. Mayday!
Whoa.
Mayday!
Oh.
The Warbat is spitting venom. All Delta, prepare to attack.
We need to draw attention away from Kong. Keep that warbat busy until Kong can
Super
recover.
Godzilla Gaming
That was
says,
close.
there, use the flippers to
The
choose an
poison is
icon
spreading.
at the bottom.
We must hurry.
Draw attention, hitting the lit lanes. Okay.
Kickback is lit. Open fire!
The poison is spreading.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
must
but
hurry.
microtransactions are so last year. Let's embrace macrotransactions and just buy things once.
Ah.
Macro transactions are a very specific type of commission art.
We must hurry.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Like the
Everyone's pointing out how depressed Kong looks, and
He is.
it's gonna be a
guy.
reaction image.
the axe is right next to you, man. You could end this fight in seconds.
Yeah, he's right there. Stop. Like, get over it, man.
We must hurry.
If I run out of time, does Kong just die?
Take that.
Yeah, what are the implications in practice mode?
Kickback is lit.
The poison is spreading. We must
I
hurry.
get it! 3 hits left. Kong poison level, 5 out of 6.
Oh, okay. That's what he looks like when he's poisoned. Good to know.
It's very effective.
The poison is spreading. We must hurry.
Does he die?
Kong's retreating. Let's get the hell out of
Godzilla says, I miss my wife, Warbat.
No, he's gone.
Hellhawk attack and 2 more hits.
2 more hits. Okay.
The experiments have angered
Damn it.
Kong.
DJ
He's going
Adora
after
says,
our
remember when
equipment."
they streamed
Well,
the
that's
King the
gone.
animated series game was wholesome,
Hey, that
lol.
was expensive.
Yeah, lots of holes. You know, like, not wholesome, wholesome.
Well, that's gone.
I've rewatched the highlights from that every once in a while, and when
It's
I'm missing
brilliant.
streaming.
I mostly remember everyone plunging into madness at those games.
Hey, that was
We
expensive.
still need to do like the highlights for the second part of that with the with the sort of open world exploration one. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
I still think the most iconic moment was Kong sinking into the ground in the PS2 game.
He's cooling down.
And I guess kind of related, but everyone discovering like Harambe in City Shrouded in Shadow, which, fun fact, is apparently product placement. There's a brand occurring in Japan with that logo. But maybe it is him, I don't know. You know, he looks pretty suspicious.
Comically large pinball.
I lost focus. Did we actually defeat the Warbat, or did it just decide to leave?
It flew away, and then Kong became
Quick,
unpoisoned
let's
somehow.
collect that surge of energy.
So
Let's
maybe
take
we
it,
beat
pal.
him.
We gave him an
Something's
antidote.
weird. It's some kind of
He's good.
gravitational anomaly.
Set the ball free. Shoot it. This makes no sense, but we'll take it. Aim for the jackpot lanes.
the
Look
heck?
at
Alright.
all those shiny rocks. Swoop in and collect them.
I wonder what their purpose is. We must study them further.
Kickback is lit.
I have to not say it because now I'm thinking about the certain pro video game streamer we were talking about before stream. The one who is very
The
litigious.
experiments have angered Kong. He's going after our equipment. Kick
Billy
back
Mitchell?
activated.
Yeah.
Well, that's gone.
I don't know why I
Hey,
called him a
that
streamer.
was expensive.
It's just in my head.
Maybe none other wife is a stream.
Reverse gravity propulsion.
Someone paid high amounts of money for Billy Mitchell's bathwater.
Sample collected. Well,
It's Todd
that's
Rogers.
Oh
gone.
no.
Hey, that was expensive.
Todd Todgers.
DJ Ellisora says, God, the voice lines are going to be in my dreams.
Hey,
Again, I say, this is only the first board. There will be more.
hey, that was expensive.
He's cooling down.
They will blend together into a cacophony.
Damn it.
So quick.
Okay, that was not my fault. It got little chunky frames on my end.
Honestly, yeah, Titana's right. In terms of real Godzilla games, Godzilla Battle Line is as good as it gets, and it is very good. Although it's basically right now it's basically Kumo Augment Battle Line, a very broken character from Shin Kamen Rider who was just introduced.
That's funny.
Reverse gravity propulsion.
Most annoying sound. Sorry, XS Universe says most annoying sound in my life in Godzilla Battle Line is Shinji screaming like nobody was looking. I love making the Ava pilots scream in horror. I have to say, the volume balance on that game is not great. It's Shinji and the Destroyer larva appearing. Those might be the two most. The Destroyer larva appearing and dying. Those might be the most ear-piercing sounds in the game.
Okay, I gotta get into the cave 2 more times.
Oh, you've almost gotten 10 million points. Sorry, 100 million points.
Yeah, better come correct. Ballin' big in practice mode. I hate that it just spits it back out. Like, no, take my ball. Yes!
Parker Graves says, I ship the 2021 Godzilla with Callie from Splatoon. Okay.
No, you have to explain that.
Yeah, I think the explanation for it.
Explanation on that one.
Is this like a King Kong type thing where it's like, oh, he's carrying, or is Godzilla like small and human side with an inkling sona? Is this a bridge to Equestria situation you are putting upon us, or is Callie big and a monster, like a big squiddle monster? You need to tell me.
Right, isn't that the DreamWorks movie coming out in a couple months?
The chat is definitely asking many questions right now.
After our equipment.
Well, that's gone.
Hey, that was expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Peaches, peaches,
Well,
peaches,
that's
peaches,
gone.
peaches.
Peaches, 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 peaches. I like someone already did a cover as Princess Peach singing about Bowser.
It's great.
And Dumpy apparently can agree with the statement that other user said, because apparently someone requested him to make a commission with that theme. So,
is this the same as
This is
the
what Conan the
Godzilla
Dog would be.
Lapis Lazuli thing?
Oh,
oh no!
That was expensive.
He's cooling down.
You can't just bring up
Finally.
these things like we all know what it is.
Okay, so
It gets funnier if you don't explain.
I want to
Yeah, it's funny
explain.
out of context.
I've been denied explaining Rorschach and Equestria several times on stream because it's unrelated. I'm going to explain this.
Wait, is it
Don't give up yet.
is it mature content?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's just like
go ahead.
people making like when kids in
Reverse
fandom
gravity
like
propulsion.
I like these two things, and then they like link it in their
Lock is
brain.
lit.
Shoot
It's like,
the
yeah,
temple.
I like both of those things being together. So there was like one, like it was like probably around like season 2 Steven Universe.
Look at all those shiny rocks.
It like
Sweet
right
granny
around when we
collector.
found that
I
Garnet
wonder
was
what
actually
their
2 little
purpose is.
lesbians.
We
around
must
that time.
study them further.
And like there was something about like trying to be positive with like artists in the community, especially young artists. And there was one who was getting mercilessly bullied, and that's like never okay. But it was because they would do like these really like long animated Lapis Lazuli Godzilla shipping videos. There was like nothing like besides like not getting why. There was nothing wrong with it. Like it's drawn in MS Paint. This is how this kid's deciding to spend their weekend. It's fine.
Kickback is
But
lit.
because they were getting so mercilessly bullied, everyone on the Steven Universe fandom and Tumblr
The
was like, "Well, we need to
experiments have
rally
ended,
around
Colm.
this person
He's going after
and
our
like make
equipment."
sure they know like it's that they can like continue developing as an artist." So like a lot of people were just like commenting positively
Well,
on it, but it was
that's
just like I
gone.
just want to
That
know
was
why.
expensive.
Well, that's gone.
I guess because they're like water-based characters. That's probably the main reason why.
Kind of funny that the moment you started talking about Steven Universe, the game said, "Now time to collect the floating rocks."
And the show did end with Steven basically turning into Pink Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
True.
It's relevant. Hey, we brought it back around.
It's been like 3 years.
It's been out for 2 years. It's fine.
Well, not everyone has watched every episode of everything ever. In 3 years, 400 million, 500,000, 762.
1,026, 600.
No.
Oh no, it's got middle school memories from that.
So how long do we want to spend on each board?
I feel like we've already seen a warbat here. I'm.
Lock and load.
We've peaked.
Stop giving me balls! Yeah.
This makes no sense.
A quote
We'll
that
take
will
it.
never
That
not be
was
taken
close.
out of context.
If I end up as a soundboard, that's fine.
Focus. Don't give up yet.
Too many.
Jackpot.
They just keep coming.
That was
You
unexpected.
don't stop coming. You don't stop coming.
2 more
don't
hits to
stop.
start Skullcrawler Hunt.
It'd be great if I knew what I hit. We're all just very focused.
Yeah, it's the moments when we all fall quiet when we're intensely staring at the screen.
We have no idea what needs to be done next, but
Kick back at
by God, we're going to see when it happens.
Wow.
Damn it!
Dogra Guy asks, where is the Fetodon, aka Doug, and all of this? We were
Something's
hoping
weird.
to find him. He has
Some
not shown
kind of
himself yet.
gravitational
It'd be fun.
anomaly.
Maybe he
Set
might show up on the versus Kong stage. I don't know.
This seems
Oh
like
no,
the
he could
best
be
guy.
underneath the pinball machine.
Yeah, he's here. He's under the machine itself. He's like in that special sort of molding on the cabinet.
He's lying.
Reverse gravity propulsion.
There's
Super
a
Godzilla.
an animator I see getting popular
back
in the
to normal.
shorts on YouTube.
I think.
Look at all
And I'm
those
predicting
shiny
our
rocks.
chat's going to
Swoop
become
in
much
and
more
collect them.
unhinged
I
soon
wonder what
because
their
they
purpose
do a lot
is.
of Mothzilla.
We must study them
with them both
first.
as like anthros.
Hellhawks
Oh, no.
everywhere. Sample
Hellhawks! Hellhawk mode! I found something new!
Yay.
Oh, they're just... This just became a carnival game.
Yes! I got behind him!
collected. Nice.
Yes!
Oh, one to go.
Bring my ball back to me.
The experiments have
Ah.
entered Kong.
Oh,
He's going
just
after our
dodged it.
equipment.
Yes!
That's
There we
all.
go.
Oh,
Hey, that was
It gave me nothing!
yeah.
If we're talking about like unhinged crossovers, the Gacha Life
Well,
community
that's gone.
is the easiest place to find it. They make the Go animators look sane. The most
Yeah.
unhinged Go animators seem sane.
Grounded, 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 grounded.
You are grounded for 15 million years. And
Dogra Guy asks, is
Well,
Mechagodzilla
that's
in
gone.
this? Yes, on a different board.
I feel like we should
We
call
will.
it because I don't know where I hit for the skull crawlers. I don't even know where to aim.
Finally.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Humpy says, Cooper, don't bring up Gacha Life. These people scare me. Well, I will say one thing. They love their crossovers. Where else are you going to get videos of random characters staring at a television for 50 minutes?
So I had fun with that because it was in practice mode. It didn't count my score, so we can't see the collectibles. But we'll do because they're in order like this. Even though I think we should do Godzilla next, we'll do Godzilla versus Kong next. Oh, because it's on them on the boat. Okay.
Godzilla versus Kong Pinball.
Super Godzilla Gaming says, we might be able to fight the biggest skull crawler if we win against Warbat.
I don't. I
Well,
just,
don't wait for that.
if after we show off the other ones, I will come back. if it doesn't take an hour and a half to show off all of
the
these.
Titan Trackers podcast brought to you by Lizzie. Still no confirmed Titan
All right,
sightings,
so I'm
those
seeing
things appear to be heating up at Apex Cybernetics. We're hoping to get fresh info
some
to
of the
you from
Apex
Insider at
plant,
This isn't the podcast.
aircraft carrier, the big ramp that says Monarch.
Kong jackpot.
Okay, we have Kong's axe. That's nice. And I assume, is that meant to be the Hollow Earth diagram from the start of the film, I think?
I believe so.
And Mechagodzilla's like, and I'm here too.
And of course, there's his eye, which looks suspiciously like the anger core from Portal when it's laid out like that.
Fan edit where it just replaces all of Mechagodzilla's roar with the anger core sound effects.
Just range noises.
Okay, so I think that showed everything. We got one fully once around. We've seen Kong's dogs too much in this.
Shoot for the flashing lamp to perform a skill shot. Skill shot attempt missed.
Oh, since the Apex plants are in view again, I have some useless trivia about them. That establishing shot and of them in the film was actually shot at a wastewater treatment plant near Honolulu.
So Godzilla came up and just blew up a bunch of poop water?
Wastewater treatment plants are surprisingly useful in shooting sci-fi movies.
They're also very common in Tokusatsu because Storage's base in Ultraman Z was apparently a water treatment plant as well in one of the outer wards of Tokyo, which was kind of neat.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it was apparently very easy to edit it in post because they just had to replace a chimney with the control tower. Like it looked suitably fortified enough.
This table feels so much smaller. Like it feels like there's a lot less going on. So far, it feels like they really did everything they could with the Kong one, and this one feels very like, yep. So I'm wondering if the Godzilla one's going to be like this, or if it's going to be like the. So on the left, the left and right side, it's the Mechagodzilla like command center.
In fact, the cables on the ground make me think this is literally next to Ghidorah's head.
Oh yeah. You can barely see the Ghidorah skull on the monitor on the right. So I guess mark this as a Ghidorah appearance.
Yep.
The smallest way possible, but nonetheless.
Cringe Baby 2 says the aircraft carrier has the wrong variant of the F-35. It has the short wings of the B and A variants, and not the bigger wings of the C, which I assume is the carrier variant. Interesting. Nice, pretty attentive shot there, to be honest. It's not something I'd imagine most people would notice.
I don't like that they call that the main hole. Starting main mode. This was easier.
Oh, here we go.
All Apex employees, please proceed to the nearest exit.
Breaking news here, listeners. Godzilla has been seen approaching the Apex facility in Florida. Let's hope our friends over at Titan Truth Podcast are no longer in the vicinity. This Titan doesn't look like he's
Help Godzilla attack Apex Cybernetics. Wow. Went to a dark place pretty quickly.
Here we go. We're going.
I mean, at this point in the movie, we don't know they're bad, although we can pretty well guess.
Level 2 personnel this way. Let's go! Let's go!
Warning.
Has there ever been a good corporation
Shutdown in progress.
In a Godzilla movie or in general?
I mean,
The answer is no.
Fighter jets being deployed, Captain.
Warning. Seismic activity
So the funny thing is, this one gives me a danger for like tilt. The other one just let me tilt it all I wanted.
Bonus multipliers increased.
Because those taking those missiles like a champ.
Those missiles are having no effect on that monster!
Dagora Guy says, will they ever address in the films that Godzilla is a walking nuclear reactor? Isn't he going to leave radiation behind? Shit, Godzilla does, because they point out that wherever he goes, he leaves radiation. Technically, the first film also does, because the water that he steps in on Odo Island is also radioactive.
And they have the
it's
panel that's not the panel, the frame that's very like sad in context, but kind of like wild out of context of like the child just with the no expression being scanned by the Geiger counter.
Yeah, because it is basically said that he does irradiate the ground he's standing on, but not in all continuities though, because there are plenty of Godzillas where you can stand right next to him and not seem to suffer any effects.
Yeah, he can't have a romance with a woman in Ibira.
If they melt within 7 hours. Yeah.
We have a super chat.
Do Venom Table says Bizarnage. Thanks for $4.99.
Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, after we get these ones we got the code for, maybe I'll drop by the Venom Table.
Supposed to be friendly?
If the trial lets me do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not here on Wikizilla.
I'm in control.
Venom's
I will turn on the My Little Pony table. I'm in control here.
Oh, thanks for the $5, Goldsy. What Godzilla kaiju would you beat in a fight if they were human-sized?
Fall back, squad! This facility is toast!
Yeah.
It's the video of what would you do if a child was right in front of you. Douche!
Simply unbelievable. What could have provoked the first Titan?
I feel like it would be fairly easy to outsmart Gabara, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you don't even need to necessarily beat them physically. You just have to outsmart them.
With Gabra, I'm not even gonna outsmart him. I'm doing a running drop kick.
Like the flying drop kick Kiryu does in Yakuza 0, where he just kicks the guy out the window and has to climb back inside.
Oh, it's very confusing to mention the other Kiryu on a Godzilla stream.
Yeah,
it's like that one Google search screenshot with enemies of Godzilla, and it includes Kazuma Kiryu in the list.
Isn't there another one where it's Yakuza characters and it has Mechagodzilla as the picture?
Yeah, I think it went both ways.
Someone said earlier, while Humble is putting his pinballs into holes, let's look at our sponsor,
Raid Shadow Legends.
no.
It's actually funny because
have they approached us?
We've gotten multiple. Hey, we've got someone for you to promote. Raid Shadow Legends, and I don't,
I'm very much of the belief that sponsors should be stuff that we actually do. So in this case, although this isn't sponsored content, it is a case of something we actually agreed that we would try.
Yeah,
instead of just being given a script and told to read this.
So it's like a review stream almost. So it's
It's akin to them sending me that, or Bandai sending me that Godzilla card game eons ago.
Yeah.
It's like we're actually trying something out. We aren't just being handed a script and told, here, read this and act like you like it. Which is why I think a lot of sponsor content tends to be kind of disingenuous.
And, the Raid Shadow Legends has nothing to do with...
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's like those true crime channels where it's like, the bodies were burned beyond recognition, but let's get to our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Is there really...
You know who else was burned beyond recognition? My mom!
Godzilla spotted off the starboard side, Captain.
Lizzie,
Oh, hey, they're gonna fight.
For Titan Trackers podcast episode 119. Kong is being transported to the Hollow Earth.
Honestly, IE would probably be a pretty good sponsor. Cringe Baby 2.
I think I use Bai a lot. I think the thing personally, myself, I I think it's I'm against putting sponsors in a kaiju profile. I think it would have to be like on more of an editorial type video. If it were if we thought it was
Let's go to your
it
station.
could be done, you know, not like a kaiju profile. I think it would be very out of place in there because those are just like supposed to be purely informative.
Thanks to the $2, Varadaki. The Zillions 60s versus the Mysterians, who would win? Well, considering Mogra got taken out after it accidentally dug under the cannon and tried to get out next to it, I think the Zillions have got this.
On the other hand, the Mysterian Dome is just freakishly durable. The rays are very long range. On the other hand, it's not. On the other hand, King Ghidorah could just stomp on whatever's generating that ray, and it would have no mean of defending itself.
We need to release Kong.
I don't think I have a time limit for this. Because they're not showing me like, oh, you have this long to release Kong. I think it's just like, yeah, every once in a while Godzilla will hit him, but it's fine.
It says release Kong from his chains, but he doesn't have any.
Kong's free.
Yeah, okay.
Now, take the fight to Godzilla.
They just have clips from the movie in the top right-hand corner. I think like the other table had original animation.
Oh, yeah. Right, the lightning striking down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that from the movie.
Godzilla jackpot scores increased.
Galbo.
Jackpot scores increased.
Oh.
Galbo.
Round 1. Fight.
Evan Blue says, "I want a well-developed villain in a Godzilla movie." There's plenty out there.
Like I think like really like the human story in a lot of kaiju movies really makes it. Like you got like, I feel like there sometimes is an unwillingness because you know there are bad ones. But it's like I feel like
robotics research at 50%.
I think Godzilla 2000 has my favorite human story.
Just look at those two go at each other.
It's a very strong one.
You've got him.
Yeah.
Watch out!
Yeah, I don't really get the dismissal of the human side of it because that's most of the movie, no matter what.
Like
was the USS Saratoga the carrier King Kong and Godzilla had a fight on in GvK? I don't actually think so. I don't know if we get a good look at the hull number, but if we did, we'd be able to know for sure.
Oh, let me see if I had a shot of it.
So, because this table is so much smaller...
There's nothing on our page about it.
Godzilla is retreating, Captain.
Another Godzilla attack reported.
It'd be neat if it was, though.
Kong himself. What in the world is going on here? First Godzilla attacks Apex.
There are some smaller ships you can see the hull number on, the guided missile cruisers, the USS Link Champlain, and the destroyer, or one of the destroyers is the USS McCampbell. Also, they never explained why there's just a random battleship.
Yeah, just a
carrier group.
Iowa-class battleship just going around.
Hey, doesn't King of the Monsters have a flying battleship in it?
Oh yeah, it does. It has the Argo, which is just basically a really big B-2 Spirit.
Flying battleship?
Yeah.
It's the size of a battleship!
Oh, and there was a bird as big as a battleship.
Flying battleship? Flying battleship.
When can we do a giant claw buyout? When can we justify that?
We deleted the page, so never.
Wow.
That's sad.
Like the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Oh, can we do the ants from them for Pride Month?
Why not?
I know we're gonna do another one for it, but can I take that on as a personal project?
Why?
They, them.
Wow.
I get to make that joke.
Oh,
Those are some of my pronouns.
Barugo.
Initiating advanced robotics research.
Voice lines for this one, I can't really make them out.
Is it because I didn't have it super loud? Maybe we should do that just to see.
Oh, time for folks to start dropping like flies.
Oh,
Oh lord.
I didn't put it quite as loud as before. I cannot get in that sinkhole now to activate the third part of the story.
To start a mode, we won't tell you which one.
I know which one it is. It's the one to above Godzilla's name. Yes!
Welcome back to Titan
Look, a Kong in the corner!
Episode 121. A fishing vessel off the coast of Argentina just posted an incredible image online of Kong being flown toward Antarctica. Any more updates?
I
I'll
like
inform
the
you
idea of
ASAP.
this in-universe podcast of just like this like weird like other conspiracy podcast completely unrelated to Bernie. I would just straight up watching them. This is a very long sequence.
Yeah, this is like Morbius being compressed into a GIF. We're just gonna watch the entire movie.
Strange radar activity ahead.
It stops halfway through the first queer-coded scene.
Oh, that's right. It was just a trick, wasn't it?
Yeah, you get to the scene of Milo and Morbius in Grand Central.
What the hell is that?
Not Grand Central. What am I thinking? Big main park in New York, where the Home Alone kid gets scared. What is it?
Central Park?
Yes. Milo and Morbius in Central Park talking about wanting to spend their lives with each other.
Attack those monsters now!
I just noticed something about the narration earlier. They mentioned that they're taking Kong to the Antarctic via Argentina. That's not what happens in the film. They go via Australia, which is on the completely the other side of the planet.
Yeah, but then they would have to fight Ultraman Powered on the way there, so we have to change it.
Yeah. Ultraman Great, sorry, would be the one in Australia. Powered's in the USA. Standing as awkwardly as ever and being unable to move in case he accidentally breaks part of his suit.
Oh, lamentable show.
Sad, really, because some of the designs in Powered are genuinely really cool.
I like
they're just so... yeah. I love how they brought Powered Dada back, though, for Trigger. That was kind of fun. I hope they do that with more designs.
Jump!
Jump. Wahoo!
Let's get that power source located.
Okay, so this is just the whole movie.
Lord Kaiju X says, what's really disturbing is the entrance to the Hollow Earth wasn't far away from where King Ghidorah was in containment. Imagine if he actually went there.
Oh yeah, that gets mentioned in the novelization.
Oh, nice.
I want an alternate universe story where, like, Ghidorah goes down to the Hollow Earth, sees all the Kongs, and is like, I control you. And then they just go, you a bitch, and just jump him!
Alternatively, he makes it out of there with one axe for each head.
Yeah, just carrying
waving them all around.
He becomes the Star Wars kid, just waving them around like those golf ball retainers.
I have God and anime on my side!
It's another $2 super chat from Viradaki, who asks if GMK should have kept the GvB8 concept. I feel like the trade-off there is that you don't get any more Millennium movies because it would have failed at the box office.
Yeah. I do like the idea. I do think it would have been cool to have seen them in action, but I think what we got was definitely the superior product.
Just make a manga. Why'd they stop making Godzilla manga?
That's an
yeah, like, why aren't we getting original Godzilla manga anymore? Like, bring that back.
Or unhinged adaptations with horrifying levels of violence, like we just discovered the Rebirth of Mothra 2 manga was.
Like we should have what's the one suit actor's name who was like also a concept artist is like something Hurricane
Hurricane Ryu.
Yeah, Hurricane Ryu. Can we get a full adaptation of his like Monster Warrior Godzilla story?
Oh, that'd be great. I would pay to see that happen.
I introduced that character to a certain community, and they have gone wild for him.
Of course.
What community would that be?
I don't know. Look at the videos I'm in tab and see the which monsters are blankable stream I was a part of.
Oh no.
Dagora guy says, wasn't there a sperm Godzilla in the manga? Yes, those are the cell Godzilla. There was also a cancer cell Godzilla and a white blood cell Godzilla who looks like the Michelin Man.
Also known as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Not actually. But...
he'd need less roles to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man though. He's got the rings.
I'm about to unleash Mechagodzilla, which is stupid because they don't even make leashes for Mechagodzilla.
Boo.
Boo!
Like one of my pet peeves is I could care less instead of I couldn't care less. If you could care less, you can still care, so you know.
No.
It's like I could care less.
Mode.
What's the one Family Guy gag that's like, from now on, everyone who says irregardless will be put to death?
Titan Trackers episode
round 2 of GvK.
Are you guys seeing this? Kong
We
is
do seem
back.
to be unlocking a lot more on this board. I say we, as if I have contributed anything.
And is taking the fight back to Godzilla.
Dumpy says, what would Robo-Wife look like if they dug up that concept and did something with it?
I'm gonna
yeah, because there was Hollow Earth in that one. There was the Hollow Earth in that concept.
I'm gonna plug the audio drama Daphne wrote again. Go watch the Bride of Godzilla audio drama.
Man,
it's very
Kong
good.
is causing some serious damage with that.
Also, I feel like if any Godzilla media would bring back Robot Daughter, it would be Godziban.
Almost certainly. I think that has the greatest chance of including it.
It's almost amazing they haven't already.
Unlike anything I've ever seen.
But maybe they
Those two are wrecking the city. We've got to try and get the.
Maybe they spent all their political capital bringing Bagan back.
Wow.
Make Kong hit Godzilla hard.
Family Godzilla.
Lucky there's a Family Godzilla.
Mysterious Go Productions asks, any predictions, hopes, and theories for the next MonsterVerse movie?
I want to see more of the original Titans. Show them on screen. Have them do something. Come on, you can do it.
Acknowledge they exist.
Finally, give us good, like, page image material.
Oh no! Mechagodzilla gave me his balls! Ah!
Hey, what happened?
Pause.
Pause. Mechagodzilla doesn't have paws. He's a robot.
Jackpot scores increased.
Lord 2 Senpai says, which Batman has the best chance against Godzilla? The one from the unmade story treatment.
Yes.
No,
we'll go with the canon.
Robert Pattinson, because he's serving C-word.
Godzilla's heat rate just totaled half the damn city! Kong can't take much more of this!
That boy says, boring ass Wikizilla stream.
Thanks, boy.
We're going to kill you, boy.
We're going to kill you!
Bizarnage says, the trick to beating Mecha is pouring coffee on the pinball table.
Come on! Have Godzilla defeat Kong. Don't tell me what to do.
Could you imagine if this had come out before the movie?
Imagine if this was everyone's first taste of Mechagodzilla.
I think it is pretty funny that the first official look was a pop figure.
Yeah, and then a children's ball book. That was kind of funny.
Kong is down, Captain!
Kong is
It
down.
doesn't look like he's moving! I can't believe Godzilla has done this!
Wow.
Flops. He's making a snow angel.
It looks like Kong has been defeated at the hands of Godzilla.
He's still got feet.
It's a sad day, friends. Is
Yeah,
Kong
he's-
actually finished?
We are getting close to the end of the movie.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
Come on, give us a Mechagodzilla 3D model. Give something for the model rippers to come and get.
It kind of looked like the NFT model.
It does, kind of, yeah. But I'm sure it is something separate. It just looks very close.
Me when I
This is the
fund
first
your
time.
tokens.
That's the first time someone has brought up NFTs in 2 years.
Non-fungible tokens, more like no fucking thanks.
You said the word!
He said the thing.
Jackpot scores increased.
Oh dear, well, it's more than 10 seconds in, we'll be fine. The new monetization rules.
Dogger guy suggests that MG will just be a PNG image. I dearly hope so.
It'll be the
I hope
gif
so
of the.
too.
Funny,
It'll
but-
be the gif of him dancing.
Yes.
Yes.
Title drop. Godzilla vs. Kong Pinball. Imagine if they just say that in the middle of this, like, they say, hey, look, it's Godzilla vs. Kong Pinball.
Maybe the Godzilla vs. Kong Pinball by Pinball FX was the friends we made along the way.
What?
By the way, please download Pinball FX free at steam.com.
All right.
Steampowered.com.
What
Is
is
that Godzilla coming?
Yeah, I think he
Not
is.
sponsored.
What in the world is
Oh, the
that
control
thing?
room is exploding.
Holy
Yeah, here we
crap,
go.
guys! Excuse my French, but a giant freaking monster has just exploded out from
None of that
underneath
was
the
French.
Apex pyramid.
Giant freaking
Parlez-vous
monster.
français,
Some
mademoiselle?
sort of robot? Was that what Godzilla was searching for?
Exactly.
Wow.
Jeez, okay.
A nice physics engine. He did just ragdoll.
Lord Kaiju Juax notes, alcohol disrupting Mechagodzilla's control panel makes sense mythology-wise, since King Ghidorah is inspired by Yamato Orochi. Orochi was intoxicated by sake, which led to his defeat. That is very clever. I had not thought of that angle
That is
before.
actually pretty
That is-
cool.
I don't think they thought of it though.
Yeah.
Two paleontologist says, what? We're some kind of Godzilla vs. Kong Pinball.
Godzilla looks invincible!
Edric says Godzilla really went Gmod ragdoll moment.
Does this Godzilla look really chunky to you, or is it just me?
Chunky.
He is
He
pretty
looks
chunky.
fat.
I like them big. I like them chunky.
Super Godzilla Gaming says, I don't believe for a
Need to
second the
evacuate
writers
this
were bursting
entire city."
Orochi lore for that deep cut.
Activation procedure initiated.
Well,
Followed by Austin Ames saying, what? I mean, yes! Totally intentional!
Everything he's
Adam
got.
Wingard.
The only good decision Adam Wingard ever made was catching Willem Dafoe as Ryuk.
Extra ball awarded. Skill shot scores.
They could have just painted the Green Goblin costume black, and it would have been good casting.
Project ICAP.
Are they making a
What
second
version of
one? It's not
Godzilla isn't
too late.
chunky?
No, but now the Japanese movies have like a live-action franchise, so I don't think we're going to be getting another Netflix one.
like a new live action Death Note?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple.
The original-
So the Japanese movies have their own series, so it splits on timeline a little bit because they changed up. There's a first movie that adapts the first half of the anime, and then a second movie that I'm trying to think of words while I'm also pinballing. Second movie that does an alternate ending to the series. A third movie that's a spin-off
Who's
about
piloting that
L.
heave?
And then a fourth movie
Whoa!
that's set
The heat
several
has
years
exploded!
later, where the
And wait,
Shinigami King
Kong is-
basically goes,
is
"Hey
getting back
Ryuk,
up
that
again!"
thing you did with the book, that was pretty baller. I'm dropping 6. Go down and tell me how things go."
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
And I think we
That
get to
sounds
see,
interesting.
because we know Misa
Are
like
they
halved
fighting
her,
together?
halved her life like twice. So I think we see like her ending
Activation
in that
procedure
movie.
initiated.
Cringe
Oh,
Baby
but-
2 says the JoJo's Bizarre
But-
Adventure live action movie is pretty good. Yeah, because it was directed by Takashi Miike, who makes pretty interesting films. He's one of the most prolific directors in Japan. So
I thought that since Rem sacrificed herself for Misa, her Misa's life would have extended to well past what it was.
Well,
like hundreds of.
That was. I always assumed it was gonna break even because when Jealous did it, because Jealous wasn't writing in the notebook anymore, so he didn't have much of his lifespan left. But then that was halved with the Shinigami eyes. But how much was Rem writing in the book when she was watching over Misa?
I don't remember.
I think it's maybe like 10 or 15 years has passed, and I think
it looks like Godzilla has charged up Kong's axe.
Joriguji says, "Didn't Takashi Miike make the live-action Yakuza movie?" Yes, he did. He's done multiple adaptations of manga, and they are interesting, very interesting. Typically, very sort of intense, but also really faithful adaptations. The Yakuza film, though, is a bit of an exception because it does take things on an original slant, but it's still pretty cool.
They're working on a new Yakuza movie now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's partly because the Sonic movies are doing well, so like they want to do their other franchises too that they know make.
I'd say I'm all for it. There's definitely a lot of room for adaptation considering how big the stories in the franchise are, so I think it'd be pretty cool.
What other Sega properties could get adapted?
G10 clear for launch.
Dinosaur King win.
Illbleed.
Maybe Alex Kidd, that could be one that could be adapted.
They could make Sonic the Hedgehog
again.
Yeah, just do it again.
Oh yes! Yeah! Go Kong!
Robotics research at 50%.
Why did I get 1,000,000 points? I did nothing.
Bugsy.
Bubsy.
Surely he's only got a few hits left in him.
The second gym leader from Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
Oh!
Yes.
Mechagodzilla is down! Kong is defeated!
The man is gone!
He's gone! Are they gonna start fighting again? Have Godzilla and Kong make their truce. Okay. Why is Godzilla looking right at me? I don't like that.
Oh. Wow.
1. Damn.
He died.
Dagora guy says Sega is currently buying Rovio, the owners of Angry Birds. Okay, that's an interesting
I
turn.
saw that. Some people are saying things there because I know that's like going to be like $1 billion purchase.
I'm not sure if it's going to be for that much because I hear Rovio is really going through some hard times at the moment.
Yeah, the news. I didn't read the article, so I just saw the headline. It was like a $1.3 billion purchase, and then someone retweeted it and said the budget for the next Sonic game is going to be $7 and a Whopper.
Signing off, episode 126.
Yeah, I think Sega would definitely try and drive the price down if that really is what Rovio is trying to ask them for.
Godzilla.
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 SGG congratulates us for completing the board.
Right.
Wait, is there more for me to do, or is that it? Because it says the end, put it in the hole. Or did I just finish it?
I think it's just looping.
Mode scores increased.
Okay.
So enter the Godzilla board?
Yeah.
Why not?
That one was more fun because I could keep track of things easier. It was smaller.
Yeah, it went
more linear.
Godzilla Pinball.
Right. Yep.
Super Godzilla Gaming. It'll just restart.
Okay.
Kong 2017 versus Kong 1962. Interesting choice considering that the two are roughly the same size. Obviously 2017 is slightly smaller,
The 1962 tases the balls of the current Kong and wins.
Yeah, he just has to back them. That's all he's got to do.
Now, some cameos of folks you have never or have not for a long time seen in a video game. You'll see a flipper with the male Muto on it, and there are some silhouettes of some of the other Titans as well.
And there's a whale.
And jellyfish.
Yeah.
Whale, my favorite Titan.
The whale that gets eaten by Rodan at the beginning of the Betrayal Monsters.
No, that was
poor form not having a gorilla
opposite.
opposite the whale, though.
The scaling of that never made sense to me. And I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big ass dolphin.
The whale would be, assuming it's like a blue whale, it would actually be about like half Rodan's size. It wouldn't be that small in his jaws.
Rodan's such a twin.
Okay, so we've got Mecha Godzilla, but also what looks like the Castle Bravo base from King of the Monsters.
Oh yeah.
I think, did that cover everything?
There's a lot of stuff flashing on this board.
Yeah.
Is that the van in the corner? Is that the one from Godzilla vs Kong as well? Like the Titan Truth?
Oh
van?
yes, it is.
Titan Truth podcast.
Oh, it shoots it from his mouth.
It's delightful.
Atomic
Alright,
Pinball.
folks, Godzilla
It's going to be
is
very
here.
hard to see what's
Just
happening
watch
on
and
this
learn.
board.
Looks
This
like
one's very
Godzilla's on the
vertical.
move. He's charging up. Nice work. Keep at it.
John Velasquez says, what are some real-life tanks in the series you know about? I would say that I'm familiar with the Type 90 from the Heisei era and the Type 10s in Shin Godzilla. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, basically every tank in the history of the JSDF has shown up in one of these movies, at least.
Yeah. And plus they also had Sherman tanks in some of the older entries, so there's quite a few foreign tanks as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think the ones that I can't remember if I'm for sure, but I think the tank Godzilla sets on fire in King Kong vs Godzilla is a Sherman, or it might be the one before the Type 74 or something like that. I'd have to look that up.
The tanks he fights in King Kong vs Godzilla are kind of implied to be Russian. There are little red stars on them.
Oh yeah, they have.
Application of the base.
In which case they'd probably be something like an IS something or a T6 something.
Observe him another time.
Yeah, T64s or T55, something like that.
That purple dude says triple dab. Lit.
Hey.
Sure.
Lit.
Is there a storyline for this one? Or is there just no storyline on this one? Because I don't even have like a little like video screen. It said Kong Hunt was about to start.
Mandamar says, anyone know that Subway was sued by Toho in 2008 for a $5 footlong ad that features a monster that resembles Godzilla?
So did Comcast.
Yeah. And of course, recently, Mountain Dew has a monster in one of their designs that looked like Godzilla, I think, but I don't think they've been caught for that one yet.
Oh, I thought there was a Gamera-like one.
Oh yeah, Gamera, that was the one.
I don't think Katakawa
Then again,
is anywhere near
Katakawa
as litigious.
Yeah. They weren't as active. I still don't think they're actively like.
Our evacuation of the secret project.
Didn't Katakawa take down a bunch of Gamera Roar videos like a few years ago?
I think they did, yes, because we used to have them on our articles, and then they just disappeared one day.
He's breached the outer walls. There's still the gate to hold him, though. Come on, big guy. Don't be shy.
Is this supposed to be Alan Jonah talking?
A devastating strike.
Also, I had to full screen it on the stream, but one of the...
Hold on, wait.
Behemoth is on this board on the left, right?
Yeah, that's why Behemoth and Scylla. They're right there. Under Godzilla.
Oh yeah, moving back and forth.
Finally we can get bottles of...
Absolute crumbs, but we'll take it.
I will say one thing. My favourite tank in the series is probably, it's got to be the Maser Cannon.
Like
the original.
Send the probe.
Gotta get on a technicality.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the Maser Cannons. Although I will say my favourite non-typical Maser Cannon is probably the DAG MB96 from Versus Destroyer. just
with
really
the Titans.
looks cool. It's probably ridiculously powerful, and
too
also
bad.
it helps win the final objective of the film. So you can't go wrong there.
I think I killed the behemoth.
He's breached the facility gates.
Wow.
Commence emergency evacuation
How
protocol.
could you?
Looks like Godzilla's on the move. That'll do some good. We're losing sight of him. Hurry
Also,
up!
can we
Here
appreciate
comes that taste of
the logo
carnage
near
I
the
was talking
flippers
about.
of Godzilla and Kong
Titans are
fist bumping?
destroying our cities
Oh, yeah.
and threatening to put humanity on the endangered species list.
And I like that there's a Mechagodzilla branding on the building.
Oh, it's good.
Yes!
What is that
You're
movie?
scheming elsewhere,
I think it's a
Apex.
very
Sensor
recent
readings are off the
movie.
charts.
Faster, people! before Godzilla
it's
manages to damage the prototype.
Lower the
It's like
shields.
called What Do You
Godzilla
Do
is
with
here,
Kaiju Feces
attacking
or
our
something?
facility.
Oh, what to do with
Oh,
the
what to
dead
do with the
guy?
dead kaiju?
Oh, okay. I know when I was
I mean,
reading
you-
the plot,
you
there was
were
something
opposite
about
side.
poop.
Well, the movie itself is shit, so...
What?
It's a metaphor.
That'll be a big one.
No, it's a
Godzilla's trying
simile.
to shake us off.
What
After
do
him.
I...
He's getting away. Good hit.
No, it's
That
a
won't
the
heal
green one?
overnight.
homonym.
Oh, having
Yeah, it's
Godzilla
just the green.
career
Pilot,
flashbacks.
Pilot, eject now!
No, it's an adjective.
What is this? Oh, it's a plant.
Edric says, I'll lose my hope in the MonsterVerse if they kill off Behemoth in the next movie or any of the other original
You
Titans.
assume they will
And then the
remember
guy said,
that Behemoth exists.
yeah.
Right.
It's not fair.
He's getting away.
Tony Cardozo says, Wikizilla, who is the weakest kaiju in the Godzilla franchise? Gabra, I'd argue. Considering... although then again...
Talking giant monsters only?
Close the shields
Yeah,
finally?
because I'd argue the
Godzilla
two-legged
disappeared from the
lizard is
radar.
the weakest of the
I
lot.
wonder if he
Or the
entered a
giant
wild
lizard,
vortex.
sorry.
You
Gets
have
swung around
no
by his
idea
tail,
how
then
much
one shot by a
carnage these
shotgun.
monsters can do.
Manila is not weak.
Yeah, he isn't weak, he's
We're
just
here to help.
inexperienced.
Baby.
We mean
Yeah.
no harm.
That being
It'll
said,
take more than
I
that
could
to
beat
make
the
the king
hell
give
out
up.
of at least 5 babies before they overwhelmed me.
Oh no.
Insert the gif of the skeleton holding the baby and punching it.
Another candidate for
Maglev train
weakest
was hit.
monster, and I may well be
Slow
ejected
down
from
our
the stream
evacuation of the
for
secret
saying this, but
project.
Skeleturtle.
How dare you?
Grillage.
He's
This sacrilege.
nah. He's just a bunch of bones. You blow on him and he falls apart.
Careful.
I've
We
underestimated.
don't want to make him angry. We're only here
What is
to
he gonna
observe.
do? He's gonna
Where's he going?
annihilate the
Keep tracking his
planet.
trajectory.
Oh, can we just put in, like,
You
in the
could if you
highlights
wanted.
for this, can we just put in the clip of Scary Movie 2? Like, Cindy! This is Bones!
Sammy T says, will you do a kaiju profile on the Redosaurus like you did on your website?
Oh, too bad.
Redosaurus is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
I mean, anything
I'm
we cover on
sure
the
you
site
can
is
do
theoretically
better than that.
on the table.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
Not bad.
We're working on it.
Well, not actively.
Not actively, but we're working on it. I'm working on it.
The next kaiju profile is on something very ridiculous, but also it's something we didn't feel we could release on April Fool's Day. Should we say the one we're aiming to
Looks
put
like
out after
someone
that?
dared to challenge the king of the monsters.
It's up to you guys. John Velasquez says, what's your favorite tank in real life?
The one that shoots
Difficult
good?
question, actually. Yeah, my personal favorite, although then maybe I am biased a bit because UK is the Challenger 2, but I also like the Abrams. I guess I like the Type 10, the Leopard.
What is he
It's a
doing?
long list. It's a difficult question to answer with any one particular choice.
Kickback's
I think
lit.
I've
There
done
can be
everything
only
on
one
this
true
board.
king.
That'll do some good. Sensor readings are off the charts.
Pinging Super Godzilla Gaming.
Like, I swam. I've blown up the
He's
facility.
breached the outer walls. There's still the gate to hold him, though.
I did hear something about like a red spiral ray Godzilla.
Oh, Mechagodzilla shot at like
He knows it's better to survive and fight another day.
I got 10 million points but didn't blow up the thing. Were we disappointed that it didn't turn out that Alan Jonah was like Tom Hiddleston's character? I can't. I know that was a popular theory.
Yeah.
But were we
I think it's a shame that they didn't do that.
I don't really know how they would have explained it.
Godzilla manages to
Like,
damage
yeah,
the prototype.
they're both gaunt British guys, but how does he go from point A to point B?
I mean, you get taken by a secret society who's like, oh, those things that
Titan
like
Kid.
almost killed you, we're cool with them now. We're actually gonna protect them. Actually,
That'll be
screw
a big
that.
one.
I mean, he's
be a pretty
entirely
good
sympathetic
motivation.
towards Kong at the end.
Yeah, but that's one.
Yeah, he did just basically
What?
spend the
That's
entire
not
film
fair.
almost
Why did you do
dying.
that?
Is here,
Wow.
attacking our facility.
What do you think about Shin Zeton? Everyone, please say Zeton.
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 Zeton. Yeah, really
Some of
cool.
us understood the assignment.
Seriously cool, to be honest.
I
I
just
like the
followed
idea
directions
that
exactly.
people and he just shoots like he's got closing weapon systems. It's pretty
The
cool.
maglev train was hit. That'll slow down our
Completely
evacuation.
lame and battle line,
project.
but very, very fun to watch in the movie.
Yeah.
Which one was the one that some people were calling sexy? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's Mephiles.
Of course.
Yeah.
Him. If anyone else, it would be him.
It was one where I was like, this looks like spaghetti. Like, when they showed me it.
Also, fun fact: the incarnation of Zoffy from Shin Ultraman is voiced by the same voice actor who voices Akiyama in the Yakuza series. So it links back around. He's actually a really quite prolific voice actor, from what I've heard. He's in a lot of stuff.
Super Godzilla gaming ads. There's not really a story for this one, just hidden stuff like Godzilla sporting red spines. Definitely the most basic table of the bunch.
Alright.
I mean, I haven't gotten to do the red spines yet, but I've been hitting a bunch of stuff.
Red fins.
Lord Kaiju X says, I was kind of hoping that Hank Marlowe would have returned as a cameo for a future MonsterVerse film, just so we could see Kong again.
Would have been cool.
He is one of the best characters these films have produced, so whatever contrivance they can come up with to bring him back, do it.
Send the probe drone after him.
Of course, in the present day, he'd likely be quite a bit older, but yeah, bring him back. Like, it's feasible that he would still be alive in the present day.
Yeah, I want John C. Reilly to get more money. Yeah, put him in one.
I mean, depending on the setting of the Skull Island anime, which we still know basically nothing about.
Because also we have the Disney one coming.
You
think
have
they're
no
like
idea how
second
much
guessing
carnage these monsters can do.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And here comes that
I have to
taste
imagine it's pretty
of
far
carnage
along
I
if they
was talking about.
if they're
Titans
releasing
are
images of
destroying
it.
our cities and threatening to put
Yeah, but
humanity-
Netflix
But on the other
also
hand, well,
filmed
it's-
the entirety of like
We're
an
losing sight
Image
of him.
Comics
Hurry up.
character getting their own series.
Nice.
They filmed an
We got all
entire
the
season
intel we
1 and
need.
then said,
Time to celebrate.
No, and then just scrapped it.
Really? What was that?
I forget what it was. He like looks like Venom, but he's not.
Godzilla has never faced
Huh.
anything like this.
No, he's like something between like Spawn and Venom, like looking. He's like black and white.
Venom.
Evil Venom.
Hold on. I wish I could just hand the controller over. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the name. No, now I remember. Grendel. Grendel. Yeah. They filmed a whole series for it.
Okay. So Warner Brothers isn't the only one setting giant piles of money on fire
was an
in
impressive
pursuit of
attack.
superheroes
No wonder the ocean is his territory.
and tax write-offs.
No, but they didn't even tax rate it up. They're just like, we don't want it. And so because the showrunner's like, yeah, I can shop it around other places, but like, no one else asked for this.
He's pulling back.
Oh.
He knows it's better to survive and fight another day.
Hello,
So like, it's just like a season of TV that is just going unreleased.
We don't want to make him angry. We're only here to observe.
I mean, it's routine for pilots to go unreleased, but
it's also routine for Netflix to just cancel stuff.
Everyone say Russian bias. Oh, funny War Thunder reference. I see your Russian bias and I raise you teammates to enemies in blue.
He's charging up. Lock lit. We're in his territory.
Lord 2 Senpai asks, has there been any news about the Godzilla movie releasing in November? No, it's a total mystery.
I will say.
We can safely assume Godzilla will be in it.
I still think one of the most interesting things is if it's set in the late 1940s, this will be the first Japanese Godzilla film to not feature the JSDF, because they weren't formed until 1954, literally only a few weeks before the first Godzilla film released. So in this film, if there is a military presence, it would have to be the Allied occupation that take on Godzilla or whatever other monsters appear in this film. So that will be a curious thing to see how that's realised and how the writing of that is done, because that would undoubtedly have its own unique kind of things that could be written about it, like in terms of commentary and discussion.
Oh yeah, if you thought the nationalism discourse about Shin Godzilla was heated, this might outdo it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Considering this is literally set at a time when Japan didn't have its own military and the Allies basically ran the entire nation. So it'll be interesting to see.
The internet's gonna be mad.
Who wants to bet we're going to see some really lame, takes on Reddit over this film?
Reddit?
Who wants to bet that water's wet?
That'll be a big one.
Well, if Twitter, I was gonna say, if Twitter's still around.
Oh yeah, good point. If it actually survives this far into this year, because the way it's going, I don't know if it's going to be around for more than a few months.
I personally can't wait for the next Godzilla movie to play once in US theaters on a Wednesday or some other weekday.
I can't wait for the next Godzilla movie to be delayed for several months, then only play once in the UK.
I can't believe the CEO Twitter's last name is the synonym for stink.
The maglev train was hit.
Wow.
That'll slow down our evacuation.
Maybe
of the
that's a
secret
coincidence.
project.
We're losing sight of him. Hurry up! Whoa, pull back!
Mandamar asks if we think Toho will do something for Godzilla vs. Megalon's 50th anniversary this year.
Possible. I think there's a good chance.
In a way, they already have, since Godziban. The last two episodes have been a big Godzilla vs. Megalon homage.
We're only here to
with Godzilla-kun doing the drop kick as basically his version of the Heimlich maneuver.
If nothing else, I reckon we'll definitely see Jet Jaguar get something commemorative this year.
He's breached the facility gates.
I hope for a Monster Arts Jet Jaguar fig.
Oh, that'd be brilliant, especially if they scaled it to the Figure Arts Ultraman figures.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I do wonder if we're getting a Toku short that will pay homage to Godzilla vs. Megalon at this point, because they would need to build a new suit. I want to see what the timetable was last year. I thought they started crowdfunding for that pretty early.
Now would probably be about the right time to begin the process.
Yeah.
All right,
I think
folks,
I showed everything we
Godzilla.
have on this table.
Just watch and learn.
Oh, mama.
That'll be a big one.
Okay, so the campaign last year, it actually started on April 1st. So if they're going to do that, they're running a bit behind schedule.
Oh, right, because April 1st is the beginning of the fiscal
Looks like
year
it's
in
time
Japan,
for
right?
some target practice.
Yeah, so confusing stuff happens sometimes.
Titan hit.
I loved back on Kaiju Tumblr when first
We're in his
I was the
territory.
only one who
Let's
was
not get mad.
oh, they're gonna make
Boot up
Godzilla
the
vs.
machines
Kong
carefully.
when
Looks like Godzilla's on the
when they
move.
said the legendary remake, and then after that happened, they put out the Godzilla vs. Evangelion thing around April 1st, and everyone was like, I don't know. Like, anything can happen at this point.
Thanks to the $2 Golzy. My prediction is Godzilla versus Go-Go.
I hate that creature.
That'd be a fight.
I hate it so much.
Go.
He just has to use Miracle Water and he'll win the fight. It's always gonna. He is unstoppable.
Quote unquote miracle water.
What was the image I sent in chat when we finished Go-Go? It's like, this may sound harsh, but I firmly believe that this should die.
Wow. That's what I mean. Go is cute.
Evan Blue says, I would drink Go-Go's Miracle Water. No! Highlights moment.
Koopa, you do realize you don't have to read everything.
I know, but that one I knew was just so cursed. The last brain cell in my head revolted at it and had to repeat what I just saw.
I'm really hoping
we need to keep in mind how late it is in the UK right now.
Oh, too bad.
It's 2:22.
Exactly.
It's the witching hour.
So be careful, Margaret Thatcher's about. Oh.
Have we about played out our string?
I think so. This was fun. So if I were to rank them, hold on. Being that I'm the one that played them, while Kong's aesthetics are really good, I think it's the worst of the three because I can't keep track of what's going on. Godzilla vs. Kong is small. It's fun though, and it lets you play through the movie. I've had the most fun with that one because it goes very quickly.
You get to see Mechagodzilla explode into nothingness.
Yeah, and this one was okay. Like, so the GvK one, definitely probably the best one. I don't know who has spent the time to get 1 billion points on this already.
That poor soul.
Mr. Loud May, or whoever you are, you're very committed. So congratulations for hitting the magic number.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I had fun with this. This game in general, I think, is like, you know, if you like pinball, it's worth your time. You at least get like 3 free pinball tables, and then like, you know, you can get the GvK ones if you like Marvel. You have the Marvel ones. There's too many Star Wars ones. And then you get some classic ones like Monster Bash.
Also, I like having Godzilla and My Little Pony right next to each other. Do you think they know?
Yeah.
It's every DeviantArt crossover's dream.
Do you think there's like a bridge between these two?
No.
I still haven't read it. That would be funny though.
It's a trip to say the least.
Like a trip in a good way or a trip in a bad way?
Depends on your point of view.
Okay.
It's really well written.
Then Garfield.
There's Garfield.
There it is.
And like, you know, we don't really cover Jurassic Park stuff, but you know, everyone who likes kaiju also likes dinosaurs. So like,
yeah, there's a nice crossover there.
It fulfills what you want. I think this is like, even though it just says it's Jurassic Park, the fact that for something gives me 3 vibes about this one looks more like what I would expect, because it's the Hammond facility, and then this is World because you're contractually obligated to include World. So yeah, I think that's it. Again, thank you to Zen for giving us the keys to this. This was definitely really fun.
Absolutely.
And again,
I recommend this title.
Yeah, it's probably on every console, and then it's on Steam and Epic. You may see some bad reviews. Those are people who just have to rebuy the tables. I don't really think that's indicative of the individual experience.
That's a common complaint, at least. But as for any legitimate complaints, we won't comment on that.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Oh, hold on. Can we see the A-Force table?
The A-Force table.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. It's the comics version.
Oh man, It's too small to see anything, really. Oh, well.
Yeah. This is the Champions one also.
Blue Ripper 157 says, "When's your next live?"
I
don't know.
As far as us going live, I don't know. I'm streaming Sonic and the Secret Rings tomorrow over on my YouTube channel, so you want to come for that. There was one stream that we were talking about. I don't know if we brought it up too much directly. We were thinking about doing it. Some of us were thinking about doing a table read of It Ain't Cleveland.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We just have to make sure everyone's free for it, because there are a lot of roles. But yeah, since that's everything, I'm going to go ahead and just close out the stream now. It was great streaming to y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully some of you drop by my YouTube channel tomorrow. Oh, you had something to... Titano, you had something to say?
Yes. Expect a kaiju profile on the 4th of May.
Definitely.
We won't spoil too much, but it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Well, you could say that.
So 4th of May, we'll have a new video out. I'm working on a short.
And should we say... Oh.
I'm working on a short for a different thing. I have no idea if it's going to end up on this channel or the other channel. It's usually I find out after we finish, because I'm bad at judging that. So great streaming to y'all. Hopefully I see some of y'all tomorrow over on my channel for Sonic and the Secret Rings. But have a great night, y'all.